Guys, welcome to my review of the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga, and this is going to be one of the most honest reviews you're going to ever come across on the internet. So first and foremost, as you can see, this is the machine. This is how it looks. I've flipped it to 180 degrees so that maybe you can just have a clear view or just a further view of the machine. And as you can see, it's a very slim machine. Yeah, remember this is a 2017 model. It's a second gen Lenovo Yoga, so it's a 2017 model, and we are doing the review of it right now in 2024. So you can subtract the years and maybe see. So remember, I told you this is going to be one of the most honest reviews, because in this review I'm going to show you some of the advantages of this machine, some of the things that I liked about it, and some of the things that I hate on it, or things that I wish they could have improved on, or things that you'll expect once you purchase this machine, some of the issues that you'll face, and some of the advantages that you'll have while using this laptop. So let's get into it. As you can see, the build is normal, just for the, like in other ThinkPad laptops. Yeah, very strong magnesium carbon alloy. Yeah, so the build is strong. If you close it like this, it's strong. You see, it can't flip. We have that nice ThinkPad logo with the red icon. This is the power charging icon. Yeah, or right now it's blinking. It's indicated the laptop is on. Yeah, so for the ports connectivity, let's have a look at the right hand side. So on this other side we have, now on this one we have the Kingston lock. Yeah, on the right hand side, compared to the others which usually have them on the left hand side. So you have the Kingston lock, you have the HDMI port here, first port. I hope you can see it clearly, only that my camera is not that clear at the moment. Yeah, right there you can see that's HDMI port. We have the USB 3.0 port here. We have another USB port here. Then we have the audio jack. Then we have this volume knob button. This is the volume knob for, this is the reducing the volume, adding the volume. Then we have the power on button right here. You can see it's blinking here. Unfortunately, the machine that I'm having, it comes with a pen. Yeah, and right there on the inside, I don't know if you can see some pins. Let me just try to bring it closer to the camera so that you can get a clear look. Yeah, right there on the inside you can see there's some gray pins right here. Yeah, so those pins are for charging the pen, the stylus pen on this one. So the pen on this one can be charged, and you can use it for so many hours before it runs out of charge. Unfortunately, I don't have it for this one, so you can forgive me for that. But now on the left hand side we have the charging port. This is the normal Lenovo USB yellow pin charger. That's how it is. Then right here we have this is a docking station here. You can see the way it is. You have a mini HDMI port here. Then you have a USB 3.0 port right there. So in total it comes with 3 USB ports, which I think is enough. And unfortunately on this machine, you can see on this other side you just have the ventilation. This is the hinge. So unfortunately on this laptop you don't have the normal memory card slot or the card reader, so it doesn't come with one. So on this one you'll have to modify or use some other form so that you ensure you can read data from your memory cards. And then on the keyboard, just like the other Lenovos, you can see the way the keyboard is. One thing I like about the Lenovo is the keyboard. The keyboards are usually top notch. While using the keyboards, you can see the way there's that bend on the keyboard right on top. You have that that curving inwards. And then the keyboard, even if you press on them, you can feel the traveling distance is just, and you can hear the clicks. Yeah, the traveling distance is nice. That means that while you're using this laptop, maybe doing working on it for longer hours, you won't get tired because the keyboard is awesome. That's one thing I like about it. Trackpad, not so many words to say about it, but trackpad is good. You have additional click pads there. here and here. So unfortunately this one doesn't come with a trackpad here, but now they've separated it. This one I'll leave you to research its function, but it's so crucial, it can help you. Then let me just show you something. So you see the way the keyboard is. Then we have here the fingerprint scanner. So this fingerprint scanner, you see, if you put your finger here, yeah, right now it's set. So as you can see, if you put your finger, there's that icon that lights in yellow. Yeah, so it's good to have such a fingerprint scanner because you just place your finger, as compared to the other laptops whereby you have a fingerprint scanner that you have to slide your finger for it to sense. So this is quite okay. Then we have some nice display. This is a full HD 1080p display of high resolution, and you can see the way the edges are. At least the bezel is somewhat slim. Yeah, the edges, the distance between the frame and the screen, so it's well designed. And then remember, this is a yoga machine. This is a X1 Yoga, so it can flip up to 360. And as you flip it to 360 like this, the moment you flip it to 360, there's something that happens on the keyboard. You see the way the keyboard is, so the keyboard automatically disable itself. See, the keys have sunk in, so you can't press the keys. Yeah, they're stiff. So that means that even when you place it on a table, on a surface like this, you won't get distracted. Yeah, so let me just show you what happens. Let me just bring it close to you. You see, don't know if you'll get to see what's happening on the keyboard. Yeah, right there you can see the keys, they're a bit raised. Let me just think, if I put it this way, you'll see. So if the moment you're taking the screen, turning it to 360 degrees, see what happens to the keyboard. Yeah, so I think that's one of the advantages I like about it. So while you're using it in tablet mode, then you'll have to use these knobs here. So you have the power knob, you have the volume knob. So if you're using it in tablet mode, it will be easier to use it. Yeah, so one thing that I didn't like about this laptop or Lenovo Yoga is the hinges. Yeah, for the Lenovo laptops like the ThinkPad X2, T460, T470, T480, the T series, yeah, and the X series, they have very good or very strong hinges. But on this one, the hinge is it becomes stiffer with time, and the stiffness brings about problems. Yeah, so if the problem arises now for the stiffing, then it means you'll have hinge issues, which at times might break the screen on these laptop. That's one major problem with the Lenovo Yoga laptops. Yeah, the hinge issues. So you can see even this, the hinge is a bit stiff. So if you get this machine, be prepared to have such an issue. And too much said for the outside. Let's talk about the properties of this laptop. So these laptops come with a, for example, the one that I'm having here, it comes with a Core i5 processor, 7th generation, 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of SSD. Then it comes with the integrated graphics of 5500 HD. That graphic is quite good for doing your some light video editing stuffs, light gaming. You can do your office tasks. That won't be assured that this machine can perform because it's a business machine. So one disadvantage, something that I disliked about this laptop is, you see the way the screen is of a high quality. So if you happen to mess around with the screen, then be assured that the screen is going to cost you, especially if you bought this machine maybe as a refurbished one, the screen is going to cost you the 3/4 the amount that you bought this machine for. Let's say you bought this machine at around 25,000 in your region. Be assured that the screen is going to cost you roughly between 18,000. So out of 25, you're going to spend 18,000 on a new screen. So you have to be very, very keen with this screen. Yeah. And one disadvantage of this screen is that if it gets to crack at a certain point, let's say the one I have, it has a crack right here, this crack disables the whole touch of the laptop, which is something I don't think is okay, because spending so much on such a machine, the machine should be in a way that even if you get to dent even the corners, the other parts, the touch should function at least normally, yeah, or even at least function, even malfunction in a way. But now this one, the moment it gets a dent at certain point, the whole screen, the touch gets disabled. So I think that's another disadvantage which was not good on this one. So much to be said, the properties, the rest. Let's get to see what's below it, the motherboard part. We get to see the battery, we get to see the RAM, the expansion slots, what to expect on this one. So just a moment as I open it. I'll have to be a bit quicker. If you're loving this video up to this point, kindly ensure that you click on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as usual, because I know you like genuine content, you like honest content, and I really support the support you've been giving me, the massive support you've given me so far. Remember, it's from your support, guys. And don't feel shy to comment in the comment section something that you'd like me to talk about, or something that maybe I didn't talk about. If you have any question, let's engage in the comment section. I think I'm just about to get rid of the screws. I hope it won't take so much time. And right there, I think I'm almost getting done with all of them. Yes, it's almost there. So remove the bottom cover. There you go. Know your ashes. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, then come back. We open the back cover. Just a minute for you to subscribe and like on the video. Just a minute, yeah. Kindly go and subscribe, leave a like, then come back. So there it is. This is what it is. This is how the motherboard looks like, yeah. So we have this battery. Remember, one thing about this laptop is that the battery, you can see the battery is 3290 milliamps, yeah, power. So this battery can last you longer. And one thing I like about Lenovo laptops is that batteries are always of good quality, and they can last so much longer than you'll expect. And I think among the top brands in terms of battery performance, battery life, apart from the MacBook, Lenovo is actually right there on top. So we have the speakers. The speakers are down firing. You can see the speakers are right here. So they are down firing from this casing, yeah. And the speakers are of good quality. We have the fan here for ventilation. See the way it's well positioned. We have the processor right here, and then here we have, see, there's a heatsink, yeah. There's a heatsink cover for the SSD. SSD is just placed right here. One unfortunate thing about this machine is that as you can see, you can't see memory slot or the RAM slots, yeah. So the RAM on this one, this laptop is inbuilt, and you can't add RAM on this one. So if you're going for 8 GB of RAM, then be assured that it will be 8 GB. So you have to decide between 8 GB and 16 GB of RAM. So that is how it is. We have another expansion slot here. This slot here, sorry. Sorry. So this slot here you can use to add another SSD, yeah. And there's not so many stuff to say about the motherboard. We have the network card here. This is a network card. This is the card that holds the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, everything is here, yeah. So many stuff to be said about it. And I just think one of the disadvantages of this laptop is you can't add memory on it. And sorry, I was forgetting another thing. You see, we have a tray here. This tray here, this is like a tray. If you happen to open it like this, yeah, let me just show you something here. So on this tray you have a slot for memory card and a slot for SIM card, and you can see it right here. So you have this slot for here, SIM card and a memory card. That means you can add a network IMEI card here, LTE for 4G network, to this laptop. So therefore you can use it, you can use your SIM card on this laptop to perform your all other functions that you do perform with your mobile phone on this laptop. That's another advantage on this one. I think up to this point you have said so many stuffs. You've seen the negatives, you've seen the positives, so it's up to you to decide. But generally it's a good machine. It all depends on how you handle it and how you take care of your laptop. If you enjoyed this video up to this point, once again, please kindly don't forget to subscribe as usual. Don't forget to like the video as usual if you are new to this account. I really appreciate your support. Thanks for the massive support. See you another day on another video.